language wars in Karnataka, that continues as far as the detained Kannada activists have now gotten bail, and a grand welcome that has been planned for these vandals. The vandals who were actually picked up by the police after they swung into action because several of those commercial and business establishments were targeted of not having signboards with Kannada language in it, as they were forced to comply with the diktat which the BBMP has given time and a deadline that has been set till next year in February. However, we saw those pictures that came in of vandalism, of complete chaos. Now there were other protests that had happened as the police swung into action and detained hundreds of those vandals. It seems that the pro-Kannada outfits had set a demand that they be, especially when it comes to those people, the karyakartas who have been picked up, they be released as soon as possible. Now that they have been released on bail, they are now being welcomed, they are being garlanded, they are being felicitated. Gowda has now warned of repercussions, saying that we will see the result of action in the elections. Now the pictures on your screens that also can be seen of how on the left they are being welcomed as far as the pro-Kannada outfits are concerned. One of the other, they are being garlanded, they are being welcomed as heroes. But these are actually the vandals there who were behind. The pictures on your right that you see and witness how stones were being pelted, how lathis were being used, and how business commercial establishments, their property was also damaged. We have Deepak with us right now. Deepak, the vandals who have now been let off are being given a grand and a hero's welcome.
Yes, multiple activists were taken into custody. After they were produced before a magistrate. 14-day judicial custody was granted. They were taken to Parapanagarara. You saw that there was heavy security deployment here and around the central prison. Now, a few of them, about 14 of them, have secured bail last night. While they were out, they were given a hero's welcome. Narayan Gowda, the head of the Karnataka Rakshana Vedike, still continues to be in judicial custody. They're moving another bail application today. We'll really have to see whether he secures bail. Now, even as they were being taken into custody, we saw threats coming in that there would be political repercussions that the Congress will have to face in the upcoming Lok Sabha and the local body elections for the action that is being initiated against Karnataka Rakshana Vedike activists. The Congress, of course, has said that nobody who takes law into their own hands will be spared and action would be initiated.
But Deepak, is there any assurance that such kind of action will not be repeated by them, these outfits?
Well, the outfit, of course, says that whatever they did it for the sake of, Kannada language and the fight that they've been carrying out for several years. So there seems to be no remorse. But, of course, there did come some apology from certain sectors that, vandalism is not something that they, didn't want to involve in. They blamed certain, reasons they brought in certain reasons for the vandalism. So at this point in time, they're saying that if by 28th of February, the deadline that has been set, if the people do not comply, there would be another round of protests, is something that they have claimed.